You heard the door knock finally. Getting up from the couch, you went towards the door and opened it. But that was not what you were expecting. It was supposed to be Jungkook in a straight posture. He looked the same, but his attire looked tired, and his eyes were closed to shut. You frowned as he fell upon you. You were calm as you understood he was strong. You both were a couple, but there is silence from both sides. Neither him nor you would like to make the first move, probably because of the situations and surroundings you have faced till then. But today was abnormal. He doesn't drink, according to you. You wondered why he did that. You slowly brought him inside and closed the door. Placing him on the couch softly, you stood in front of him. He raised his head to look at you. His eyes were not usual. They showed a different feeling. You felt like his gaze just gripped you there. Not breaking eye contact, he held your hand and pulled it towards him, making you fall upon him. He giggled a little before making you adjust on his lap. You understood that he wasn't in his control, but you didn't want to resist it either. It was the feeling you didn't know you needed, but when you were feeling it, you made sure you needed it. You looked into his eyes, which didn't leave yours. Your heart calmed down as you felt relief from the daily stress you have with your job, with your chores. His eyes held a magic potion, made your eyes feel miserable if the contact is broken. You were amused by the sparkle he held in his eyes. There were no words to describe the majesty in it. "I need you, Ryan," he said and threw his hands on your shoulder. A small blush crept on your lips as his lips touched your neck. His need was not that need. It was a minimal need he was craving with her. "But you need to freshen up and eat first," you said, caressing his hair. "No, I want to hold you like this," he said and surrounded his arms around you, holding you tight. "But you must be hungry and tired," you said. He shook his head and snuggled closer to you. "Should I bring the food here so that you can eat while holding me?" you asked. He looked at you and asked, "Are you hungry?" You shook your head. "I ate," you said. "Well, I ate too," he said and smiled, making your heart flutter. "Fine then," you said as he hummed in response, causing vibrations on your neck. You clutched your pants as he started kissing your neck while sucking it softly. You turned your head aside, giving him more lenience. He pulled you closer and cupped your cheek with his palm before moving his lips towards your jaw. Your neck was totally wet by his tongue, and now you were feeling his lips at your weak spot. You moaned while clutching his shirt tightly. He smirked as he started sucking the spot hardly. You moaned loudly, making him look at you. As soon as you locked your eyes with him, he leaned closer. "Do you love me?" he asked. "Yes," you replied, not breaking the eye contact. "Shall we?" he asked. You were so into it when you responded to him by placing your lips on his. "How I was craving this," he said in between the kiss. You felt butterflies all over your stomach listening to that. "Ryan," he said and broke the kiss, looking at you. "Thank you for existing. I get peace when I think about you, and I drank today to confess this to you without being afraid," he said and smiled. You smiled widely as tears fell down on your eyes. You've never experienced this love. Even though he's drunk, you were getting the love you craved, you deserved all the time. "I love you too, Jungkook," you said and smiled. "Hey, don't cry," he said and wiped your tears. "Shall we sleep now?" he asked. You nodded your head. He carried you in his arms and headed towards the bedroom. That night, you slept cuddling him all night.